Hi everyone, great to see Jonathan there down in Oxford. Great to see Jonathan's hair. Mine's starting to fall out and Jonathan's is blossoming. So thanks for sharing, Jonathan. Unlike Jonathan, I wasn't brought up in church. I didn't have a Christian upbringing. I had a fantastic upbringing, I must say. But I didn't have any concept of what Christianity was about or what church was like. My only stereotypical mindset was that it was cold, it was boring, it was all I knew was weddings and funerals in a cold, dark church. Growing up, I was very much into running and swimming and then into weightlifting when I got older. I went to college at the age of 17 to Llanfihlo to study outdoor pursuits and had a great time. But I wanted to fit in, I wanted to have my own group of friends and to be part of the in crowd. And the guys on the course were smoking marijuana, smoking weed, so I got into doing that as well. My running soon stopped, I can assure you. And then I went to university, to Salford, and again I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be a part of a group of friends. And the guys there that I met were taking ecstasy and cocaine, and we were having a great time, don't get me wrong. In the summer, I'd come back to North Wales, and I was working on a holiday camp, Palings, in Taryn. And on the weekends, as I said, we were going around the country to different cities or to festivals and having a night out and not sleeping and having a great time, I'll be honest. One of the guys that came to work for me was called Aaron on the holiday camp. And Aaron was from Jamaica, and he's a lovely guy. And there's something about him, and he'd say to me, I've met Jesus in a dream, and Jesus has changed my life. And I admired his boldness, and there was something about his character, his honesty, and his integrity, something that drew me to him. But as I said, we were going out on the weekend and having a great time and enjoying all the pleasures of sin and all the world had to offer. So I wasn't quite into following Jesus at that time. A few years later, about 4 years later, it was the year 2000. And if you remember, there's the millennium bug that they said was going to happen, or the computers were going to fail. And I'd watched the film about the end of the world, and it got me thinking, if there's an end to the world, and there is a God, I know the life that I'm leading, I wasn't right with him. I was drinking, fighting, taking drugs, and all these things. I knew that wasn't right before God. Because all I knew about him was what Aaron had told me, or I'd learned in school. So it was December 28th, 1999. I'm in Rutland, walking my dog. It's 12 o'clock at night. It's dark. And again, I was thinking, if there's an end to the world, I know I'm not right with God. So I prayed and I said, God, if I need to get right with you, please give me a sign. And the next second, all the lights and all the electricity in Rutland went off. There was a power cut. I stopped right next to a lamppost and I was like, oh no, I didn't expect to get an answer so soon. We were planning to go to Cream for the millennium to celebrate the new year. So I put it at the back of my mind. But I was thinking over the next few months, I'm pretty sure God's answered and I need to get right with him. But I was scared of what my friends would think about me, what my family would think about me if I became a Christian. My stereotypical mindset of Christians was raincoats and boring and not much adventure or excitement. So I came up with a plan in my head that we were going to Ibiza in September, and I thought I'll go to Ibiza, have a great time, and when I come back, I'll run off to a monastery, I'll get right with God, and I'll wait for the end of the world. Anyway, praise God, we had better plans. We went to Ibiza, I had a great time, we came back, and then I thought, I need to look into this. I found my nan's 1918 Bible, I started reading, started at the beginning, and then I got in touch with Aaron, and Aaron said, so you need to read the New Testament, start in one of the Gospels. So I did, and I read the Gospels, and I read about Jesus' life, about what he did, about what he said, and who he was. And I saw that it wasn't boring, it was healing the sick and raising people from the dead, and walking on water and calming storms. And I thought, this isn't the boring Christianity that I thought it was. And I went round to see Aaron and his daughter on one Saturday night. And we were just chatting about the Bible, and he was watching a Christian television program. And it's an American guy, and he said, if you want to become a Christian, then simply pray now. And he led me in a short prayer where I thanked Jesus for dying on the cross and raising from the dead, and I could get forgiveness by just saying sorry. And when I said this short prayer, I can't describe it. It was an indescribable feeling of pure love, pure joy, and pure peace that it welled up inside me. It was as real as somebody hitting me on the arm, but it was spiritual, and it was powerful. It was real. It was more powerful than any drugs I'd ever taken, and it was just mind-blowing. And I knew that moment 1,000% that Jesus was real, and he changed my life. And that was 20 years ago. I can only say my life has been an amazing adventure of faith, where I didn't just experience it once. It's been an ongoing adventure. And some people say, oh, Daz has become mad, he's gone religious. But Christianity isn't religion, it's a living, personal relationship with God through Jesus, who is alive. And that living relationship has sustained me and has taken me through the ups and downs of life. And if you think about